Okay. You'll see who's gonna fucking take the triumph in this one.
Okay, I'm doing it. Recon MPN, bring it on.
Oh, I spawned as assault. I just.
No, no problem. Go for it. Any class you choose, any which way you desire.
Oh, I don't want to be unfair though.
What are you talking about? I'm coming for you, producer. Be ready.
Motherfucker.
Ooh, I see what you're doing. I see your games. Oh my god! Get back here!
No! No!
Yes! Yes! Eat that, bitch!
You had 11 health!
A knife kill. Uninstall. Noob.
I was panicking so hard I ran out of ammo on every gun.
Alright, we're gonna have to join the other server.
Oh,
GG, easy.
fuck you, that was far from easy for you.
Oh my god. I want that to go on YouTube.
Oh,
That's the highlight of my Neotokyo career.
I blame the alcohol, I should have been drinking for this.
Straight edge, baby. I'm completely sober, on point, taking a shitload of Adderall.
You planned this all along, didn't you? That's why you wanted me to drink. Oh man, my heart is racing. I heard you coming with that stupid bee-hopping script.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, oh he's coming from behind. And then I ran out of ammo in every gun and... Oh. Oh shit.
Good game.
Oh shit. Good game indeed.
And just in time as well, I think, as Olio is in spectator, he just needs to join his team, and the other team's readying up. And Stealth has returned. Who's he taken place of?
It seems like Than's gone again. Oh, I feel bad.
So Than's gone again and been replaced by Stealth. Hopefully he will have got past some of the issues that he may have had with the other server only. Maybe it's just this server. And we're going live. Man, we just did that 1v1 in the nick of time. That was such good timing.
I feel so bad though. Like I always knew I'm a shit player, but I've proven it once again.
You'll recover. It's alright. You're only playing against the best recon.
No, Deep Truck's the best.
I'm gonna have to concede that, yeah.
Okay, here we go. We are going...
Speaking of recons, yeah, speaking of recons, it's actually Rain straight away, trying to go for that self boost to the fence, but just
Travis
missing out on it.
also a recon. So we got recon play in the garage, and we got recon play close to fence. Rain just taking a really nifty spot here, just getting a lot of information in that way.
Yeah, he's managed to make it up finally.
Yeah, he saw that guy going garage, so they know there's people in there. Travis also being nearly dead, I don't know what happened there.
Gotta have
this up as the anchor in garage.
Gotta have the ZR long in that spot later on. I want to see that. It's such a good
Oh,
spot.
would you look at that? Olio and Snob are taking garage. They legitimately have garage play going on here. I guess this is all based on Rain's information that he provided. Things being not really aggressive from the NSF side, to be honest. All they do is hold their spots and gather information and just counter on that regard.
Well, it's
They're
actually
being the only aggressive force that
it's
pushed in.
It's Bear who's thirsting for these frags, and he's doing a good job, especially even with the SRM on this map.
Yeah. And you know what I think? Because I don't see the stream progressing. Either I disconnect or something, but I think you didn't really show off the 1v1.
I think I will have done it. Still up. It's still up for me.
Well, yeah, it still says group stage, blah, but it doesn't show anything going on.
Maybe it froze for you. Refresh. No one's messaged me yet saying that it's fucked up. So it's just now Rollhammer in a 1 versus X.
Yeah, 1 versus 3 here. Not much he's doing. He's gonna go for the timeout, most likely just sitting in a spawn, taking it easy. I mean, I can't blame him. I would feel exactly the same, because Mega forced me to think in that mindset. People coming from indoor, though, he's gonna get pincered. I can feel it.
Yeah, they've got the ghost,
Yep,
and
here-
they don't want to tie out this rando NSF. Why would they? They're just going to cap it, and Rollhammer's going to let that happen. Straight behind
That's
him.
unfortunate. That is so unfortunate.
And that gives Snobe the corporal rank he desperately needs for that MX. Really, really good for him. And also Rain, those private weapons not quite cutting edge for recon. He's going to hopefully have a G scoped if he's going for it.
That was quite a hit into the guts, I'd say. Oh man, oh man. How unfortunate. So we got that going again. They both have... No, Jinrai actually has a full assault setup here. And, oh god, words are escaping. NSF is having the same alignment as before. Jinrai is having the full assault setup here. Things are being very passive on Jinrai's side now because they got that cap against them. So they're trying to go by that simple adaptive state. I mean, I can't blame them when you're in a team that has been switching up players over and over. You want to stay simple with stuff everybody can grasp on, but it shouldn't be the right thing to do by being, okay, they capped the ghost on us, so we're just gonna stay back.
Snobe with
Usually
a
that
team kill.
usually it's very bad to just play by that thought, because if you get too passive after somebody capped on you, you're giving them more ground to just fall back when they want to. And oh, a second team kill. Ow. Now I'm starting to question, are they deliberately trying to smaller the size to even out the teams and give them something that feels like a chance and a good challenge? Is that some sort of taunting they're trying to pull here? Or is that just people doing that on mistake? Because NSF, or well, Unreasonable Esports, has 4 team kills on record on 2 maps here. Pretty high quota for competitive play, if you ask me. Now, Jinrai is in control of the ghost, Stealth venturing out on his own, downing somewhere. Now it's all up to High Duke and Rollhammer being the firepower. Which I'm questioning here. Shouldn't Rollhammer being the one calling because he had a Jide?
He seems
firepower.
he seems to be holding a lot of stock in that gunner. I don't know why, but it could work out. Hopefully, maybe it does actually, and he gets the frag on Psyche. And now it's down to Bear and Rain.
The time's not enough though. I mean, Bear and Rain are not the kind to just let a time out, but
They've cornered them,
Why?
and they're on low HP, so they're not gonna give them the round. But Bear actually does get the frag there, and is Rain gonna try and push that last
Oh,
one
he's
in the
pushing
last
in.
2 seconds? But he doesn't find him. But does is that?
he does find it because he ran into his arms. He just ran there. I mean, if there's just a few seconds left, you don't want to go for the frags in that regard. You don't want to, you don't want to be like, okay, I'm the only
I'm wondering
person
if that
will
was in
try to
time
win
though.
this.
It was in fact in time. Bear getting
It
the
was.
last frag in the last millisecond, pretty much. That was
Yeah,
really tight.
that's why I was questioning it. Why did Haiduke go back to kill Bear? You're the only person against 2 people. You know in your spot that you can get pincered in. That's kind of a dangerous move to do, and it didn't pay off for him, just as I expected.
Maybe his teammate told him that Bear was lit, which was the case, but he didn't manage to take the fight anyway.
Ah well, punishment has been dealt, and they're still playing sort of defensively. What do I mean? Like, Travis is even in spawn, not only sort of, very defensively. Rollhammer is looking, I don't know what he's looking at. He's looking into the spawn. Contemplating.
Grenade going
thinking.
nowhere in particular from Olio then.
So yeah, they got the fence area, like NSF is having a fence area here. Bear doing his, or tries to do his scouting here, but Thunderbolt counters as well. Just
The scouting
peeking
worked
from
because
the rock.
Olio got the trade kill, but
So Rollhammer is done contemplating, I think. He's now moving out of spawn. Or not. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Like, you place somebody in spawn, but it doesn't do you much on the field in general. Sure, you prevent a flank, but you can prevent a flank from a more open position to be able to adapt to somebody being aggressive from the front.
now it's in fact Snob who does get the kill on that flanking position, but he turns around and gets the double kill on Stealth. really nice as he switches 180 and decides to path somewhere else, but Rollhammer still in spawn waiting for a Rain who is just looming around the corner now. Rain's not finding any targets. He has to set out Carbine. Pushes in towards Rollhammer. Rollhammer misses with the shotgun several times, but Rain's run out of ammo. Can he get him with a Tachi? He gets him with the headshot. And he tries for the weapon switch on the second kill, but he doesn't quite get it, and now it's a 1 versus 1 against the last player you want to be in a 1 versus 1 with. He is on low HP, however. And it's
The
Hajduk.
clock's ticking down.
Hajduk versus Snob with 25 seconds left. Hajduk has the speed.
This might be his chance. He cloaked. He gave away his position that way.
But Snob doesn't seem to be paying attention. He hides in his smoke, but Hajduk's not wanting to push that. He's a little nervous of going
Snob
near
is
it.
just looking at the main entrance there from that. Hajduk's coming. If he's smart, he's just gonna spray through it. He did it.
And he
And
actually...
that goes with the first round for Jinrai. They're able to catch up if they keep it up at this rate. Even though, I just gotta say this out. Rollhammer, don't stay on spawn. Just don't. It's not the way to go.
It seems like he was expecting a really quick recon rush, and it never came. It was something that you can do against maybe quicker recon players, but Bear's keeping a tight leash on Reyners at recon and kept him mostly in garage with that jetpack. Denying that route, as you were saying earlier, Bear really wants his recons to play in such a way that will cancel off a route with the jetpack and stay passive.
Yeah, that's exactly what he announced. Rain actually using the setter along here. I'm pretty interested in what he's going to do with it. He seems to just take the roof, which I tried to do in the match against I forget their name all the time.
Ducks and Ducks?
No,
Or a
no,
different
the
one?
match we played yesterday.
Cool. But yeah,
Well,
Rain
the
taking
name's
the
not important.
pagoda
I tried to get
position.
onto that roof, and I couldn't because I don't know how, and I didn't do my research before I came up with the plan. So punishment was dealt with that. Quick trades going on. It's pretty uncertain who's going to win the round once again.
Stealth
because
getting
Rain
a
might be the
double
only
kill.
person.
Yeah, he got a
Rain
double
might be
kill
the only
post death.
person here.
It was really well played by Stealth then, but Rain now having to switch out for a weapon a little more aggressive. He's going straight for that ghost. Can he actually reach it before the other team
He's
gets
trying.
wise? Rollhammer's going to try and cut him off, but he takes down Rollhammer, and now it's Hajduk
Oh.
caught out of position. Can
Cap
Rain
is
get
open.
the cap?
The cap is open. There's no way for him to catch up.
And
Because now he
Hajduk's
just turns the corner. Rain is just taking his time, walking there.
really well
He sees
played
him
by
there.
Rain.
And then the cap happened.
That was exceptionally well played by Rain. As soon as he pushed those double doors into the back of garage, he didn't
he
look
denied the
right.
exit frag now too.
Yeah, with the Milso, he didn't look left immediately and go straight for the ghost. He in fact pushed the right hand side, confident that there'd be a player waiting for him, and took him out beforehand. Really well played by Rain.
It was incredibly well done indeed. They now have two sergeants. Snob and Rain being those sergeants. I just wonder if there's going to be... No, he's taking a ZR long in this case. I expected maybe to have some weapon trade going on or something. Because you get the MX on Corporal and you might want to do some Psyche Recon MX stuff, you know. That might be a way to go, because Psyche's also known to play Recon, so I was just expecting something like that. Not that it matters, Rain is not taking the setter along, my bad, he's having the Jedi silence. Rain has given the point
Ooh.
for the win there. Either he forgot at first, or people just told him that he should give it to them. Meaning that we have a 2-3 for NSF in this case. Like, NSF is leading with 3. My bad. Calling this wrong. Not much going on. NSF taking the lead by some early entry frags, as usual, because they like to get that in.
Yeah, these guys
Other than
confidently taking this fence and taking the aim battles up there. Which is certainly the
Yeah.
case for Olio, who's got pretty much impeccable aim.
Bear being the one in the front line as usual, pushing in, trying to cut them up from behind.
Rain
Everybody
as
now
well.
grouping up here. Everyone just pushing them down, taking the round.
That was a sure flood over that fence. That was pretty incredible. And Rain taking that frag on stealth as he was fully cloaked, just seeing those blood splatters on his cloak and managing to track that target just fine. And yeah, this seems to be how it's going. Trench warfare for the first minute or so, and then a Zerg rush.
Not even that. It's like they try to initiate a push, or they fake a push and kill 2 people. Then they fall back again to lure them into a feel of some security that they get a bit of a breather here, but then they just come back striking as a full force because maybe Snob has to catch up or whatever to be able to just push in simultaneously with everybody else. And it works so well because Bear is the one that always goes ahead, cuts them up from wherever they have an open spot. If not, he doesn't like cut a path, and then everybody just follows up. And then Rain somewhere in between is trying to get that flank in for sneaky caps, looking for opportunities while the rest is just making sure that nobody is coming up from a spot where they shouldn't.
Seems like the majority of the Jinrai team have taken the garage. Bear getting a really nice grenade on Rollhammer, and it's now just stealth at the back of their team spawn. Travis going down to Olio too. Stealth has now picked up the support, trying to get that counter play on Snob, being able to see through those smokes that he puts up as well as his own.
Very smart idea here. The only thing that I'm not too keen with is that one of the smokes seemed a bit close to Stealth from his own end. And I personally just think in a map like this, you shouldn't be smoking up yourself. You should smoke up some choke points and just make sure that only a certain person, in this case Snob, is able to see through that. Now Stealth got Psyche here. It's already paying off by taking a few people, getting those points
but
in.
I think Snob managed actually to duck through T-junction into a position where Stealth couldn't see him. I don't think the other team are aware of his position. He's actually caught them off guard, and I don't think Stealth will be able to react to that. He's in fact just placed himself between...
Yeah, he did the mistake of placing himself in the trench towards T and not behind the rock, so he had no direct view on this. Meaning that whoever pushes through that has a free way to go through if nobody else is checking it. With Thunderbuzu being the only one in that area, he had to pay the price because he was the one shot into the back. Haiduke also going down, all you holding the ghost just calling out stealth here. It's gonna be an easy time for them.
Yeah, it's a 1
versus
versus 4, and he goes down.
So it's a 5-2 for NSF, getting really grim for team Bley4Fun.
Despite the round they were given.
Yeah. Which I don't really understand.
Spot.
They should have just tried to build up on that. I feel like they're not analyzing enough. Like they know that, or they should know that they haven't pushed Garage much. I mean, like Unreasonable Esports haven't pushed Garage much, but that piece of information is the start to the key of success. Because if they know that they focus on fence play a lot, they can set up for it. If they know that Bear always has been an aggressive force, they can prepare for it. It's just one fragment after another they gotta put together. And then some
showing
nice
those climbing skills
around.
again. Good display of those climbing by Rain there, but there's a fight in the garage right now.
One of few. But as you can see, they're only taking the entry point, and the only reason is probably the ghost in this case. There was no other reason they went into the garage so far. They only defended or got the ghost from there. So Snob is using that smoke. It's causing Travis to fall back here. I guess it was a bit too hot for him here. Pretty questionable choice of the setter along for the garage part though.
Yeah, I
He's
agreed.
having that.
But he had a det pack down there, so I think that's primarily why he was there, was for the det pack and not necessarily for any kills or info with the ZR.
So Olio is just checking out where people are. He's slowly proceeding. I'm not sure if he's gonna push through it. No, he's not. Yeah, he's just falling back to their side, probably using this to gather information rather than just wanting to cap this. Bear doing the work. Stealth now being the next target, as you can tell here.
Yeah, he's completely disoriented by Rain's position. Rain was shooting at him from his position up on the fence, and Stealth was looking around himself, completely confused. And now it's just down to Travis with the ZR long, but he's putting himself out of position a little bit here. He's gonna have to catch up. He's not between them and the ghost, so he's gonna have to push behind them, and he's only gonna get killed unless NSF choose to sacrifice themselves for the sake of a cap. He's actually fully caught out of position now. Yeah. Not good as Recon to be caught out like that.
Really painful cut here, because that means there's 4 supports versus a max of 4 corporals here. It's 2 worlds clashing.
4 lieutenants, yeah.
You can't compare this to, like... You can't compare this to, Japan being divided back then, when one side was given the guns, the side of the Emperor. Well, the Shogunate didn't have that kind of stuff. It's basically the same, putting this on a level for...
History buffs out there.
Yeah. Just putting this on level.
We relate to all audiences, history majors, and everyone else.
Yeah, because the Emperor was smart enough to get the guns from the Americans and shit.
Didn't I watch? Wasn't there that film, Last Samurai, with what's his face, the little guy?
Oh yeah, there was a film with him.
What's his name? He's in the Mission Impossible films. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yes.
It was about that. I remember that.
And I mean, it's not even that wrong, because they have the American force, they have Bayer, and they have Snob. So, technically, they deliver the guns, and the rest works with them. Now, who's the Emperor? Maybe Rain? Who knows? Technically not really wrong, because he runs the servers, so... There you have it.
This analogy just gets deeper and deeper.
In any case, they're just plowing through again over that side.
It's actually Stealth who's behind them right now, and the Ghost Caller would pick up on that, and he's dropped it in favor for his Tachi. Can he get the kill? Olio actually does get the headshot, I think, with the Tachi, yeah.
Now we hit the point of no return. Either NSF just wins, or Jinrai is just gonna take 1 point after another. But given how this was going so far, sadly, sadly that's not gonna be it.
Looks like it might be game this round.
Yeah, I usually don't want to be that one guy, but I think it's gonna be game after this round.
I think you'd be silly to deny the fact that this looking like that, but Rain's actually chosen the M41 silenced. And will he be taking it up into that position where he usually goes? He does look like it. He fails to get it the first time. It's a pretty tricky jump, a really small clip rush to take.
Ooh, Travis being nearly dead by that grenade that managed into trench, giving NSF no advantage whatsoever because they're down a man, but at least a chance to even it out at ease.
They're stacking it up with supports here at the Jinrai team though. It's good to see though, because on the corporal side of Shinobuzu and Stealth who are playing support, they can have MXs at least at an earlier stage that would allow them assault to do so.
Now Bearer is just trying to find an entrance here again by just checking on Garage, making sure that that link is destroyed or not even present, while the rest of the team just sweeps through. Sonobuzu being down, and Travis too, because he had barely had a
Nob just walks into that corner, pre-firing that spot pretty much. He was so quick on the trigger then, and it's Rollhammer now left alone in the T-junction. But the rest of his team are kind of out of position for the NSF. And
not that he really was in position either, because he was just close to the spawn as nearly every round.
Yeah, and now he's pinned down, and there's not much he can do. That smoke grenade's not going to work out for anyone.